So, here's a fun scenario for you. Let's say you're looking for a new job, and you've got two options on the table. One job contributes to Social Security, and the other one does not. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, duh. I'll take the one with Social Security. But hold up. There are more factors to consider than just that little check mark. Today we're diving into the big debate. Is it really better to have a job that contributes to Social Security, or does the one without it actually have its perks? And spoiler alert, it's not as clear-cut as you might think. Let's explore the pros and cons of both, break down what Social Security really does for you, and figure out which job could be the better deal for your future. So grab a seat and let's get into it. Trust me, you're going to want to understand how this could affect your retirement dreams. Alright, let's start with the basics. What is Social Security? We're not talking about the number on your card or that weirdly nostalgic song from the 70s. Social Security is a government-run program that provides benefits to people who are retired, disabled, or survivors of deceased workers. And here's the kicker. It's a program funded by payroll taxes that both you and your employer contribute to. When you have a job that contributes to Social Security, your employer automatically deducts a portion of your paycheck, called the FICA tax, and sends it to the Social Security Administration. This is usually about 6.2% of your wages, and your employer matches that contribution. So technically, you're both paying into the system. So, for every dollar you earn, you're putting a little bit of it towards Social Security. And down the road, you'll start getting it back when you retire, unless the system completely crumbles. But let's not dive into that nightmare today. Now don't get me wrong, Social Security isn't going to fund your lifestyle of living on a beach in Bali, but it's a solid safety net for when you're older and can't work anymore. And it also helps if you're disabled or if something happens to a family member. Alright, so now that we know what Social Security is, let's break down the benefits of having a job that contributes to it. And yes, you can already see the first perk here. Retirement benefits. This is the big one, people. Social Security is a guaranteed income when you retire. Whether or not the stock market crashes, or your boss decides to take a vacation in the Bermuda Triangle and never come back. As long as you've paid into the system for at least 10 years, you're eligible for benefits. And the longer you contribute, the higher your monthly payout will be. Now, is it going to make you a millionaire? Nah, but it's a stable source of income, which is more than what a lot of people can say for their retirement plans. Another benefit of having a job that pays into Social Security is the disability insurance that comes with it. If you're injured or become unable to work, Social Security can provide some financial relief, so you're not left high and dry. Also, don't forget that Social Security includes survivor benefits. If something happens to you, your spouse or children might be eligible to receive those benefits. So yes, it's not just about you. Social Security can help your family too. One last point. While Social Security benefits are taxed when you withdraw them, it's still a reliable form of income. It's not like relying on your 401k, where you could be facing the ups and downs of the market. But here's the thing. Jobs that pay into Social Security aren't perfect, and they come with a few drawbacks too. Let's start with the FICA taxes. That's 6.2% you're paying into Social Security. Yes, it's automatically deducted from your paycheck, and your employer matches it, but that's still money that you don't get to take home right now. Over the years, that 6.2% can really add up. If you're earning $50,000 per year, that's $3,100 you're losing to Social Security every year. And that's not even including the additional 1.45% for Medicare taxes. So in total, you're giving up about 7.65% of your income without getting any immediate benefit from it. Now, if you're earning more than $142,800 per year, the Social Security wage base for 2021, you're going to hit the wage ceiling, and only 6.2% of that amount gets deducted. But that's still a chunk of your salary that's not coming back to you in the form of cash in hand. On top of that, the payout from Social Security isn't always as high as you might hope. If you don't work long enough to qualify for full benefits, or if you start taking them early, at age 62, you're looking at a reduced payout. Now, let's talk about those jobs that don't contribute to Social Security. These can be a bit more elusive, but they do exist. Freelancers, gig economy workers, and some self-employed people don't pay into Social Security through their job. But that doesn't mean you're off the hook. First of all, if you're self-employed, you're responsible for the full 12.4%, 6.2% from you and 6.2% from your employer, to pay into Social Security. So it's not like you're completely avoiding it. You just get the pleasure of paying the entire tax yourself. Is it worse? Maybe. But at least you get to write off your expenses, which could be pretty sweet depending on your job. Here's where it gets interesting. If you're working in a job that doesn't pay into Social Security, you could invest the money you're saving from that 7.65% tax. For example, if you're self-employed, you can invest that money into a retirement account, like an IRA or a solo 401k, and potentially get better long-term growth than what Social Security would provide. But of course, you're taking on more risk here. You don't have the safety net that Social Security offers, so it's more of a gamble. The key is to invest wisely and make sure you're setting money aside for retirement, because if you don't, well, you're going to have a long and awkward conversation with your future self. So, here's the million-dollar question. Which is better? A job that contributes to Social Security or one that doesn't? The answer, as with most things in life, is it depends. If you want the security of having a guaranteed income when you retire, and if you're looking for the peace of mind that comes with disability and survivor benefits, the job that pays into Social Security is probably your best bet. Plus, it's pretty hard to beat the stability of a government-backed system until, the government decides to make cuts. But I digress. On the other hand, if you're willing to take more responsibility for your own retirement, and you have the discipline to invest that money, a job that doesn't contribute to Social Security could give you more freedom in the long run. It really comes down to your priorities, whether you value stability or flexibility, and whether you're ready to take on the responsibility of managing your own future. So there you have it. Whether your job pays into Social Security or not, it's all about weighing the pros and cons. If you want that reliable safety net, go for the Social Security job. If you're feeling like a risk taker, go for the non-Social Security job, but make sure you're saving and investing for the future. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think paying into Social Security is worth it, or would you rather take control of your retirement on your own? I'll see you in the next video, where we'll keep breaking down all your big financial questions.